this is the part of the show that everybody knows, but we got another special guest, you know what I mean? A lot of people have been waiting for this cat to come on, and we're going to bring him on, you know what I mean? Underground Live, Mark Deez, you there?
Yeah, what's good?
Peace to the family, you know what I mean? Mark Deez, for those that don't know, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody that listens to the show knows Mark Deez. You've been on the show more than anybody, any guest. And, you know, I want to say this. You had the #1 most downloaded show for like 6 months until M80, who actually has 2 more downloads over you right now. You know what I mean? So I'm putting that out to the world. All y'all Mark Deez fans, get up on the archives and download all Mark Deez shows that he's been on Underground Live and bring him back to #1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, right? we trying to take the #1 spot back, man. I know M80, he's got a strong following, so you know what I mean, he snatches it up every now and again, so we trying to reclaim it tonight.
All right. Well, this is the part of the show where we get into the news, and we wanted to bring you on and let you sit in through the news. But before we get into the news, tell us about the album getting ready to drop.
Oh yeah, man, my album, The Oracle, Awakening of the Third Eye, dropped yesterday, Thursday. You can get it on iTunes, Amazon if you want the digital download, or you can get it on undergroundhiphop.com or directly through me, through my MySpace or whatever. But we got a lot of dope producers on there: Sick Nature, Snow Goons, Domingo, Broads, Soul Theory, Powder. My homeboy Archimedes is on there. So, I mean, it's a real dope album, man. It's 13 tracks of that raw boom bap underground shit, cuts on the hooks, you know what I mean? We bringing back like that 94, 95 sound on this joint. So I'm really impressed with the album.
Okay, last time we had you on the show, you was getting ready to bring out your first album. You know what I mean? And I remember how excited you was about that. How'd that turn out?
That album, it was more like a stepping stone for me, man, because it helped me to test the water and see what I could do and where I could go with the styles that I was messing with. And I think I really like elevated my game on this album. It's a lot, like the production is better, more crisp, the quality is better. It's just the whole overall experience of the album and the overall vibe is a lot better. So the first album was dope, you know what I mean, for like a real like gutter basement feel type thing, but this is a more cohesive project, I feel.
Okay. All right. So we got a single off of. We're going to bang it a little bit later in the show, but right now let's get into the news. You want to sit in through the news with us? You know how the news goes. We read stories and you give us your opinion. On the line with us, I don't know if you met the other members of the show now, Miss Tanya, and we got the brother Bundy on the show. I don't know if you met them last time you was here.
Okay. Well, what up, Tanya? What up, Bundy? How y'all doing?
What's up?
All right. Good. But before we get into the news, Harry has a rule that he must let out into the world before I read the news stories. And what is that, Harry?
Keep the bullshit stories to yourself.
All right. I'll try my best. Mark, you know, I try my best not to read the bullshit, but sometimes I just can't help it. But Eminem came out with his new album. What is it, Recovery? And he's going to pace to sell 800,000 copies the first week. What y'all think?
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That album sounds pretty good. Yeah, and then he did it without no promotion.
Yeah.
Because I ain't seeing shit about no damn commercials or none of that. I never seen it.
What you think, Mark?
For the decade. That's his promotion.
I think it's more like a whole commercial vibe he's going with on that album. Like he's got like Rihanna and Pink and shit on there. But as far as the album sells, that's great for him. But I mean, you know, Eminem's gonna sell anyway because you're gonna have little 13, 14-year-old kids who watch MTV and love him gonna go get his album. But I heard the album. I mean, it was all right. I'm not gonna say it was best album of the year or anything, but
yeah, that's the same thing I said. I said it was actually, I really didn't like it because I mean, I just didn't like it. That's just my opinion. I didn't like it at all.
All right, how about this one? I know on this show a lot of y'all really don't support those award shows, but the BET Awards came up and there was no tribute to Guru, but they do have the BET Hip Hop Awards. So let's see the BET drop the ball and not do a tribute to Guru. You know what I mean? But I hope they do. How about this one? Tragedy Gaddafi. I know y'all familiar with Tragedy Gaddafi. He's just been released from prison.
Okay.
That's good.
And he's working with Capone and Noriega.
Oh, word? Gaddafi?
Tragedy Gaddafi. It used to be called the Intelligent Hoodlum back in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I remember Gaddafi. He was dope back in the day, like early 90s shit, man. I ain't heard from him in a while. How long has he been locked up?
I don't know. Harry, didn't you have that Thug Matrix album?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah,
came out like 2006 or something?
Yeah, probably even before that, maybe.
All right. How about this one?
He's been in and out of jail damn near his whole career.
For real. Really.
How about this one, y'all?
I saw a documentary on him.
The Game is speaking on a possible G-Unit reunion. What you think? Good look, bad look, publicity stunt, or what?
Bullshit story.
Who cares? I mean, he shouldn't even be worried about going back to no goddamn G-Unit, because G-Unit is over. Leave that shit alone. That boat done fucking self-sunk. Leave that shit alone. Go about his own business.
Harry, you hit it on the head, man.
For real.
G-Unit, old news.
Yep.
Okay, how about this one? Lil Wayne gets probation for a drug charge in Arizona.
Don't nobody care about that shit.
Ain't he locked up right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still locked up, but you know, they could still put more charges on him.
God damn, Lil Wayne, in trouble.
This is all his initiation. It's just an initiation, that's all. You know what I mean? Like T.I. get out of jail and sign with Cognac. You know what I mean? The money about to come. It's all an initiation.
He's just trying to do his little Tupac thing, man, and try to sell more records. That's all that is. That's a publicity stunt for him.
This is the whole straight right now.
This is a good look right here.
Right now.
Yep.
Primo and Pete Rock, you reunite for a new project and an album together. What y'all think?
Thank
God. Wow.
All that. So
So
what they gonna have, like various artists rapping over each other's beats?
I don't know. Remember they co-produced one of J. Rue the Damage's songs back in '94.
Yeah.
I believe the remix to Return of the Prophet. Yeah.
Can't Stop the Prophet.
Yeah.
Even though Primo version was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the original version too.
So, Mark, you ever tried to get a Primo beat?
Man, I would love to get a Primo beat. I have no idea what he charges, but if I could get in contact with him and find out what his price is looking like, I would love to get a Primo beat. Primo is probably my favorite producer ever.
We got the contact maybe because we used to have we had J57 on the show from the Brown Bag All Stars, and he's actually friends with Premier. So, I mean, maybe we can make that happen. I can make the phone call. You know what I mean? Have Mark Deez spitting over a Primo track, you know what I mean?
If you can make that happen, please make that happen, man. Because me and Powder, you know Powder, he loves Primo. That's like his number one producer on the planet. So I mean, if we can make that happen, man, I would love it.
Are you familiar with Fat Beat Records in New York City?
Yeah. I've heard of Fat Beats. I know they put out a bunch of different albums, and they got like a store up there in New York or whatever.
Yeah, you need to get your CD in that store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went to the record store. I just took a trip up to New York. The store is about the size of my daughter's bedroom, so it ain't all that big. But, man, when you walk in, you just have the essence of hip-hop inside you. I'm going to make the call to my man J57 and let him know. Maybe I can forward him your CD or whatever. You know what I mean? We can make that happen.
Let him know, man, because actually I'm headed up that way to New York. I'm doing a show in Jersey next month. I'm opening for Cage out in Jersey, so I'm going to be hitting up New York, man. I might have to stop by the Fat Beat store. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to send the album over to me on the Gmail, and I'm going to forward it to him. I'll give him a call and let him know to be expecting it. Yeah?
I got you.
I got you. Suge Knight had a restraining order reinstated on him, you know, Suge, up to his usual ways. How about this one? T3 confirms Slum Village Manifesto will be the last album for Slum Village. You know what I mean? Their final album. Any of y'all down with Slum Village?
I heard some of these stuff. Yeah. I mean, I ain't you know.
I'm not a big fan.
Slum Village is alright. What's the one dude's name from Slum Village? LZ? Is that his name?
LZIO. Yo, he is nice.
Yeah. He's nice.
Yeah.
He is nice.
And you know, for those that don't know, he got a mixtape on that tip, but his album, the boy, I'm gonna download some songs and play some songs by him. Yo, the cat, I'm feeling him. But Craig Davis says that 50 Cent is headed to Capitol Records.